Hey folks, top of the morning to you. Doing a quick and dirty update video to that Betaflight 4.3. A couple of you guys were asking about how you do the upgrade. So I'll do a quick video, a quick tutorial slash walkthrough of how you do the upgrade to 4.3. I am taking it from Betaflight 4.2.11. Process is pretty much the same going from any other version of Betaflight to 4.3. Just follow along and hopefully you can get something useful out of this. All right, so I'm gonna be doing the Luminaire QAVR. I still have that on 411. First thing that you have to make sure that you have, of course, is you need a quad. But yeah, you're gonna need either USB Type C. Mine is USB Type C in there. This one here is a USB Type A right there. So it's either one of those two types of plugs that you need. Make sure that it's a cable that transfers data and not just a power cable that you get from your cell phone.
All right, guys. Real quick, let's see if we can run this through. I actually recorded this entire thing and it actually just got corrupted. Anyway, whatever. So first things first, we're gonna go to this link. I'll put that in the description below, and you're gonna download the installer, right? I already downloaded it. Actually, I'll just do it again. Boop. All right, starting. Launch it. It's gonna give you this message here saying that it's not protected. It's just because it's a release candidate, so it's a pre-release. You can still use it. It's safe. It's okay. The only thing is that it doesn't have a known publisher on there. It's fine. It's safe. Run anyway. Okay. It has a previous version of Betaflight on there, so it's the same process if you have 10.7 or any other older version of Betaflight. So accept, next, 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 finish, install, and it should be pretty quick. It's a fairly light piece of software. All right, start Betaflight. Okay, now guys, I'm gonna give you a real quick and dirty way of how to do this. If you want something more in depth, something more detailed, you can definitely check out Joshua Bardwell's series that he's doing right now on Betaflight 4.3. He goes through a full detailed description of how to do like when you're done with Betaflight, you'll be a legit guru. But I'm just gonna take you through a couple of things just to update to Betaflight 4.3 from any other version of Betaflight that you have. All right, so first things first, you're gonna plug in your quad, right? Either with USB Type A or Type C. All right, plug mine in, popped right up. I just did my Betaflight 4.3, so as you can see, I already upgraded it, but I'll do it again. All right, so first thing that you want, guys, listen, the first thing that you want to do before you touch anything in here is to go to presets, save backup, right? And you're gonna save your backup somewhere that's safe. Hit save. I'll overwrite mine here. That's fine. All right. Confirm that you have that backup wherever you decided to put it. Right. Make sure you do this. Otherwise, guys, you are going to legit be screwed. If it's a bind and fly, you can go ahead and find that information on the manufacturer's website. But if you don't do this, you're gonna be SOL. All right. So next thing that you want to do when you back that up is hit update firmware. Right. Now you need a little piece of it before now you needed this piece of information from the backup file. You needed the actual board name, right? But what's really nifty in this new version of Betaflight is they have this auto detect button. This thing is an entire game changer. It makes life so much easier. Click this guy, it will automatically detect what flight controller you have on here. All right. Now you're probably going to just see release when you first start this up. Let me enable expert mode. All right. Hit release and candidate. All right. This will give you access to the other versions of Betaflight that are not in production yet. So you're going to hit that, release 3. All right. Make sure you have full chip erase. You're going to load the firmware that downloads it from the internet, and then you're going to hit flash. Guys, again, before you hit flash firmware, make sure you download your backup. There is another way you can download it. I'll show you after this. But guys, again, I'll say it for the fourth time. Do not flash your quad until you have this backup file. You will be in a world of hurt if you do not. Okay, flash firmware. I'll show you in real time how quick this is. Guys, again, if you want to check out the fullest description of everything that Betaflight has to offer, go ahead and check out that video series that Joshua Bardwell is doing right now. It is very in-depth. A lot of parts of it is boring, but it's very informative. It is amazing. I mean, he's just like that professor that you wish you had in college, man. He has a wealth of information, and you can check out all of that stuff. All right, almost done flashing. And we're done. Boom. Successful. Now, if you see a red bar and it says error or, unsuccessful or whatever, don't despair. Don't get worried. It's fine. The last time that happened to me, it didn't actually flash. So I didn't lose any of my information or anything. Plus, you can always connect back to your quad, right? And reflash it. Right? For whatever reason, if you try to connect to the quad and it doesn't come up with the correct information, that means that your board was incorrect. You flashed it with the incorrect firmware. That's okay. Don't worry. Don't stress. You just need to find the correct board and then go back into the flashing and then flash it again. Anyway, all right. So here, this is the first screen that you're going to be greeted with once you try and connect after the flash. This is basically applying Betaflight's custom default configurations that it requires for Betaflight to communicate back with your flight controller. But it still does not have any of your customized things that the board manufacturers uses to actually communicate to the rest of your quad. So apply defaults. All right, here, see, now you have problems because there's no motor output, no accelerometer, nothing like that. So you have to fix this. And how you fix this? You load your backup. Close this. Now there's two ways of doing this. All right, let's go open my backup. All right, now Joshua Bardwell says that there is a couple of things from your backup file that does not match up one for one in, oh, you know what? Let me open the right one because, yeah, here we go. This is the one that I was using. This is 4.2.11. This is the 4.3 that I just did. So let's use this guy. All right, so there's some configurations in here that does not match up with Betaflight 4.3. So you can go through and take those out. One of the easier ways that I found to do so is go to the CLI, right? It connects to the CLI of your quad, and you highlight from here. Oh, by the way, these hashtags, they're just commenting out these lines. So these are just description lines. They're not the actual commands, right? So start from here, highlight everything down to the bottom. You're going to copy, and you're going to paste it in this command line here. And you're going to hit enter. All right, so you see those red lines? All these red lines, they're incompatible with Betaflight 4.3, coming from Betaflight 4.2. Right, so what you can do here is, all these ones here that have error, you can go through and clean all of these up. So what you can do is bring up your backup file. You're going to search, Control F, or come up here, edit, find. Right? You're going to type in the comment here, set gyro low. You can type out the whole thing if you want, but I'm lazy. So I typed out the first section, find next. Here it is. All you do, take that guy, delete. If you want, you can find another one. Set dyn underscore notch. Here we go. Find it, delete. Okay? So you can go ahead and do that if you want. I'm not going to do that. I'm a madman.
All right, guys, just pause the video real quick to address what I was saying. Yeah, don't do that at all. Please don't do that because I was trying to fly it just now. I was testing it. I wanted to see what happens if you do it. And yeah, it's not flyable. I mean, your mileage may vary. You might get lucky, but let's not put this thing down to luck. Clean up your config file. Make sure you don't have any errors with the conversion to Betaflight 4.3 before actually taking it for a test fly. When I was just trying to do it, it basically, the actual expos and stuff, they were so sensitive. Like I would barely touch the sticks and it would want to roll all the way around and stuff like that. So clearly there's something in the config that didn't match right when I actually transferred those warning configs anyway. Yeah, so I just wanted to stick that in there to make sure that no one gets misleading information from me.
I'm not gonna save any of that. I'm just gonna go to presets. Alright, go to presets, load your backup, select your backup file. I believe it was this one. Alright, it's gonna load up the backup file. It's gonna give you the same warnings, right? Same warnings. So you can use this as a validation as well. You can go through and clean up your CLI, your actual backup file, and if it comes up with warnings, just make sure you clean those up. Your choice. I'm gonna save it anyway. YOLO. And boom, here we are. We are back, guys. Move your quad. Make sure it's moving. All right.
Right now I have my quad pointing to the left of me, right? So if I want this quad to look correct on the screen, right? All I have to do is turn it face forward, right? And then hit this button here that says Z-axis offset, right? And then it flips the orientation correct. All right, see that? Pretty cool, right?
Now, what you can do from here, and even if you don't do this upgrade, guys, I recommend you do this anyway. Guys, calibrate your accelerometer. You have no idea how much of a game changer this was for me. I was wondering, why was it so hard for me to hover? It would still drift. It's because the freaking accelerometer needed to be calibrated. So make sure you're resting it on a flat surface, something that is as flat as you can get it, right? Hit calibrate, and here you can see, boom, it zeroed everything out, guys. So now it is perfectly level. If you try and hover this guy, ooh, it's gonna be 10 times easier. It's gonna fly straight. It's not gonna drift on you. It's amazing. Alright, guys, that's pretty much it. You can go through, make sure you select expert mode. You can go through each of these and make sure that you have your OSD information. Make sure your motor orientation is correct. Check to see if you have bidirectional D-shot and all these other things here. You can check through all of this if you want. You can even reopen your backup file. Go through some of your configurations here and just read some of these things if you'd like. If not, go fly. See how it flies. But you are good to go. That's pretty much it, guys. So, if again you want something more in depth, Joshua Bardwell is doing a great series on it. Go check it out. It is amazing. I've already learned quite a bit and I've gotten a lot more confident in some of these configurations here in Betaflight and just what they do. Because man, if you go in here and just start clicking around, it's gonna be 100% hieroglyphics. It's not gonna make any damn sense. And he does a great job of explaining every single one of these tabs in specific detail. Guys, it's amazing. Anyway.
So here you're gonna see me doing a real quick test of flying it on the Betaflight 4.3. Yeah, this was a complete failure. So as you can see, let me show you. All right, I take off and the rates are just ridiculous. Way too high. My stick movements are really, really low. Now here I am flying. I reverted back to Betaflight 4.2 and everything was perfectly fine. So as you see, if it doesn't work, guys, it's fine. Just roll back to the previous firmware and make sure that you have your save file, load up your profile, and boom, everything will be perfectly fine. So in this case, it was a failure in terms of getting it to 4.3, but it was a good test to show you.
That's it. Remember, if you enjoy this kind of content, guys, smash that like button. It will help out the channel a great deal. And consider subscribing. And I hope to catch you again in the next one. Peace out, guys.